Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus, and today we are going to be playing the American team. So, as you might expect, we have 3 people which are going to shoot, because we all know Americans love their guns, and then we have a doggy here, which I would put the men-at-arms in here just to symbolize the burgers and all that sort of stuff, but I think I'll just keep the doggy, because I actually need to make the team reasonably competent, right? So today we're playing against Father Nicholas once again, and he's actually playing the Salak special. And I am getting demolished as of right now, because things are looking absolutely atrocious for me. My Higher Man has been pushed to position 4, not only that, he got dazed, which is absolutely atrocious, but hopefully we can still stand strong here if my opponent misses one of these stuns or has a bit of an unlucky moment, but no unlucky moments, I guess. My backline is just completely stunned, and now the Arbalist can go for probably a big shot on my Musketeer, or a flare, which I think is kind of a misplay. You can just go aggressive here and things are probably gonna turn out quite well for you. But since you don't, then I'll just go ahead and drop a Vendetta here, give myself more damage for that duelist advance, give myself more damage throughout the match. You shouldn't really be scared of pistol shot. It's not gonna one-shot your Crusader, even with that low protection. It's really not gonna matter. Now that is very good. Since we're kind of playing the Howlers, except not having a Bounty Hunter and having a Higher Man, I kind of needed to bring Finisher on someone, so I brought the Finisher on the Houndmaster and got rid of 12 dodge, but this is still quite good. This is still very, very good. Alright, now I'm gonna drop yet another mark on this Crusader. If you want to flare this, I'm perfectly okay with that. Because that's trading my doggy action for your Arbalist action. I think that's a worthwhile trade for me. If you don't want to do that, then I might just I might just react to my opponent does here. Because if they use their Bounty Hunter action to go for a pull and failed, I would just move forward twice. But if I move forward twice now, please resist. Yeah, it's very unlikely. Yeah, very freaking unlikely. But if I did resist there, it would have been absolutely amazing. But since we don't, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and that's actually a decent amount of damage. How about this? Yeah, that's less. But this does put me into position. I'm gonna do this. I actually do 15, which is a pretty reasonable amount. I'm actually doing a surprising amount of damage with this, with the pistol shot. We do have the powder flask here, which is plus damage and accuracy for range skills. So the pistol shot is gonna hurt. I did bring a pistol shot setup. I'm not just gonna play the American Higher Man and only use the knife skills. That's not my plan here. Please don't get the pull. Please don't get the pull. Ah, why is it not my Musketeer that has their action? That really sucks. But right now, I do go second. So what do I want to do here? I think I will genuinely just click and then shoot. I could shoot first and then click, just to dissuade my opponent from hitting my Arbalist. But if they're smart, they will... they will not do that. If they're smart, they will just shoot the Arbalist anyway. If they get a crit on here, it's going to be very rough for me to win. Oh, they don't get a crit, that's so good. And now I have the last, going last buff, but I don't get a crit either. I hit pretty hard, but it's no crit, and that's really, really annoying. How do I want to take this Crusader down? Oh, well, I have Blackjack, it's not going to do 6 damage. Maybe with a crit it could do 6 damage, but I think it will only do 5 with a crit. I have Bullet, that's for sure, I have Buckshot, I have a few abilities here to just abuse this Crusader, but I'm probably gonna get stunned before I do anything. The Vestal just very much loves doing her stuns. She's gonna go for a stun on my doggy, which is surprising, but well, that's his action gone. And right now what I'm actually gonna do here is I'm gonna drop a Buckshot and just pray that I get a knockback on that Crusader. Yes, I do. That is a double knockback, actually. That is brutal. That is really, really good for me. Because now the Crusader's at Death's Door, which we obviously love, right? We can get a kill on him. Even though we don't have any good kill shots, we can get a kill. He is marked, so we're able to get a kill that way. And my opponent can go finish him on my doggy, but I don't think they're gonna do that. They're probably just gonna try to heal here. They don't! That is really weird that they don't heal. Well, in that case, I probably want to use my final Arbalist action before I die, so let's go ahead and roll for this 25. And I did not get the 25, but that's okay, because surely the Higher Man will get the 40, right? I do have pistol shot instead of the Wicked Slice, so I don't have a good kill shot on there. That's really not too reassuring for me, but hopefully it still works out. They're probably just gonna move back twice, at least that's what I would do, and I failed a 40. Ooh, okay. I failed a 40. I don't get to go first, which is really, really unsettling that I do not get to go first in this situation. Because now they still have 3 healing characters. It's just... yeah, it's not very good, is it? No, it is not very good. They're gonna go for a heal right now. I still have a few tricks. I have a stun. They're gonna heal the Crusader, that's a good play, but I can still stun them back down to 0 with the Blackjack. They do clear the debuff, so now they actually have protection, and... oh, it's enough. It's enough. Yeah, this isn't gonna turn out too well for us. It isn't. Not with these amounts of heals and with the stuns coming through. Can I resist that? No, I can't. Yeah, I can't even resist that. Powder Flask and Sturdy Buckle. It gives me extra 10% stun resist, but obviously that's not enough. And right now, I probably want to go last with the Musketeer, so I'm just gonna click. But if my opponent has like 2 more good moves, then I'll just surrender because there's no way for me to win here. There's 3 healers, I'm down a character, and they're still gonna be aggressive, and I'm just not gonna have a good time. If I did 29 damage there, I could have saved this, because they shouldn't have gone for that. They should have gone for a mark, or they actually don't have a mark. That's very surprising. This is weird. Stylic doesn't play it like this. I don't play it like this. Uppercut is good. That's for sure. Like, it really punished my Harman here. But you should always bring the mark for death. It's a very, very nice ability. Well, maybe there is still a chance. However small it is. I'm gonna do this, and here's my hope. My hope is that they go for a Divine Grace onto this Bounty Hunter, and then I can just do a Hans Harry, and by the start of the next round I can go Pistol Shot, something like that. That would be absolutely, absolutely lovely. Their best play right now is just to heal with the Arbalest and then keep the Divine Comfort for if I go for a Harry, because the Harry will drop the Crusader down to 0. He's in a pretty rough spot here, so I'm gonna do that. They definitely have to play defensive. Like you have at the moment 2 healing characters, so you go for a heal. They're gonna go for a heal with the Battlefield Bandage. Yes, they are. Well, in that case, I do get to go first next round, so that's really helpful. Yeah, I can get a kill here. I can get a kill. I'm gonna go for Hanseri, and that's gonna do some okay damage overall, which, you know, nice. Actually, nice amount of damage overall. Good job, doggy. I wasn't expecting you to do that well. Now the Crusader is stunned on that Death Star. They actually decide not to heal. Interesting. Into the Repulse. That is really, really... really greedy, to say the least, and now they're gonna go for that Divine Comfort. Really freaking greedy. But, you know, maybe it works. Yeah, it does work. Now they're gonna go for the Comfort, and I'm not gonna get a kill shot. So they salvaged the situation doing that, but still a weird decision. Still could have gone very, very bad, very, very poorly for them, but it didn't, thankfully for them, right? So they're not gonna bleed down for enough, sadly. I didn't have Caltrop sticking the entire match. But they are taking down to 0 that Crusader once they do click, so let us keep that in mind. I could shoot here. Then there's still those healers. I could go for a stun. I could go for a stun on the Bounty Hunter. I want to keep my finisher character. I'm gonna shoot him. Even though this isn't ideal, this whole situation isn't ideal. Let's be completely honest here. This is not a very good matchup whatsoever. I feel like not a lot of teams have a good matchup against Alex Special. But yeah, this is definitely one of those situations. They go for a Dazzling Light, which is surprising because it could have failed, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it could have failed, they could have missed it. I don't actually have a way to hit that Bounty Hunter, so very well played to my opponent to just like highlight the weaknesses in the team that I built. Because it's definitely got a lot of weaknesses. You shouldn't play Higher Man like this, at least it's not gonna work out well. Actually, this is the bot team, isn't it? Isn't this the bot team, or is it, do they have a Bounty Hunter? Yeah, they have a Bounty Hunter on the bot team, not an Arbalest, which is interesting, but they just go crazy and decide to go for a stun on the Higher Man. They say, damn it, they had the situation completely salvaged, and they threw it in a matter of seconds, but they actually survived this point-blank shot somehow. That could have been the greatest turnaround of the century. Just the Higher Man doing 2 kills in 2 actions, like not even 2 actions, 2 kills in pretty much 1 action. Now they're gonna go for a Bola, and they are gonna kill my Higher Man, but then I'm probably gonna have a kill on their Bounty Hunter. The game keeps going. You had 3 healing characters and you still let your character die right there. They miss! What were the chances of that? Wow. Thank you, Sturdy Buckle. Thank you, you did amazing here. Do I want to go for a Duelist Advance or do I want to go for a Harry? That is the question. Harry's a better chance of getting the kill, right? I think we go for Harry here. Also hits the other characters. It's a 95. Yeah, it's very, very likely to get a kill here. Now the match is lost. Father Nicholas made one misplay in going for that stun on the higher man, just trying to bring him down to 0. It was definitely risky. Some risky plays being made today, and they did not work out. I do believe it's his like second time playing the Alex special as well, so that's quite fascinating. And yeah, they're gonna go for a hit on there. I think at this point I could just attack. If I really, really want to. I could just attack here, but instead I'll just go for a heal and keep my Harman alive. I think that's overall better now that I have the character advantage. I don't even know how this happened. I just started commentating on something else and voila. I just have 2 characters advantage. Yeah, they're freaking stun. What a misplay, right? What a misplay. Well, it happens to the best. They went for a risky play, it did not pay off. Silent special in a nutshell. Well, damage teams in a nutshell, really. Anything can change with just one action. Can go for from pretty much a decisive defeat to a decisive victory. Well, not really decisive victory, but you know, definitely a very much winning position. I could still lose this, you know, our bolt is broken. You definitely still lose. It's like death blow into then it's a 2v2 and things are quite rough for me. But the biggest problem here is that I have a stun and also a very good kill shot on here. So even if I don't get the kill shot, I'm very likely to get the stun, but I don't get it actually. Okay, things can still turn around. That is actually really bad. Things might be turning again. The wheel just goes on and on and on. I'm probably gonna lose now. But maybe not probably, but I can actually lose now. They can stun me, or they can go for the heal first. I would probably go for the heal first if I were them, than just to go for the stun first, because then I might get the kill. Keep in mind that once the corpse is gone, I can't remember the round, but once the corpse is gone, it's gonna be a hell of a lot easier for me, because the Vessel really needs to be in position too, and the Arbalest doesn't really want to let her be in position too. Also, the Arbalest can't heal from position too. I also can't heal, but I have stun, right? So the stun is going to be very helpful, and I am a character with a finisher. My opponent does not have finishers on their side. So they're going to go for the Dazzling Light here, which misses from death's door. Some justice being dispensed out here. And I'm going to drop a Black Shack. That's the kill, and that's most likely a GG. Right now, what my opponent has to do is get a double knockback with the Bola, make my Musketeer go to position 1, and no, that's not a play. That's not a play, sadly. They don't see it. It was very lucky if they went for it, but they had to go for a double bullet knockback. And after the knockback, I would be unable to heal. Then they go first, they kill my doggy. And by killing the doggy, then they can have a 1v1 with the Musketeer and not really win, but have a good chance of winning. But if they keep the doggy alive, if they let him stay alive, now he's going to go for those blackjacks. Now he's going to go for those crazy moves, and things are going to be really, really bad for that Arbalest here, and I mean really, really bad. Okay, now she goes for the ball, but it's a little bit too late because now I have my action again. And I will just shoot here and then go for the Black Shack. I think that's the best way I can do. Let's just shoot and start rolling for death blows. There's really no other better play. I could try and heal here and just do Black Shack for like 2 damage, but yeah. Just bring it down to 0 and then start rolling for those kills. That's really what you want to do here. Bam, and bye-bye. Bam, bam. Thank you, man. We take the Arbalest, we take the W. Let's maybe change the American team around a little bit, make it a little bit more burger, and I'll see you in the match number 2. Alright, and here we go for match number 2, and this time we're playing something that's as American as possible. We're playing with the Armored Burger comp, and we did get to go first. I'm only waiting for the first action to actually happen because my connection with Father Nicholas isn't very good, but we are playing with the Armored Burger, and I let myself get pulled here on the Occultist, but you know what, I don't mind. Actually, no, I do mind. I'm gonna get stunned. I do mind. I decided to just do the Bulwark of White first. I felt like it would have been overall better, but now I'm gonna go for a pull onto this Arbalest just so I don't get shot immediately. Oh my god, I failed a 90. That's how you lose a match. Alright, things are quite bad. Things are quite bad here because we fail a 90% pull onto this Arbalest, and please don't get that. No, my 80% stun resistance. The unstunnable leper gets stunned. To be honest, it's still a 70% chance to stun him, even with the exotic snuff. It's unbelievable how broken that is. But yeah, right now we're in a bit of a We're in the shit. That's where we're in right now. I'm not in the 30 seconds of the video, so I can swear freely, though I usually don't do it. I don't really like watching videos with too many swears. Like once every now and then, it sounds nice, but if I just start swearing too much, then I just start swearing way too much. If I get used to doing like 1 or 2, then it's all over. It really is. So we're gonna get stunned and shot here, and we're probably gonna die with our cultist, which isn't very good. I'm not playing the original Armored Burger. The original Armored Burger is very built in this, I'm pretty sure. I can't really remember too well how it was, but yeah, we're having a rough time. If it wasn't obvious already by the when all that's been going down. So I get a double crit heal with Crusader, so good job, Crusader. Also a max roll, rolled for 6 and then crit for 12. That is very, very helpful. That means that the only way my opponent can bring me right back down to 0 is probably with the sniper shot. And if they want to do sniper shot, then I guard. But then the problem is that they have an 80% chance of stunning my Man at Arms. I don't have any sort of stun resistance on him, so guarding with only 70% stun res is probably not gonna work, but hopefully that doesn't really happen. So they go for a 10% stun chance. They don't get it. That's justice, I guess. I guess that's justice. And I could just click here, but it will probably still do enough damage to bring me down to 0, so... let's go for a purge. Let's see it. Watch this purge get the push. Yeah, there we go. That's very nice. Push onto the position 4. Of course, if you just pull my Crusader now, then my Leper becomes essentially useless. But hopefully that doesn't happen for at least a little bit. I could go in withstand, but at this point I just have to go aggressive with a purge, just make my opponent kind of suffer here. So they're gonna drop a Caltrips, to which I will... Oh, resist the bleed! The justice is unbelievable. I will resist the bleed, and now I will drop... they have plus damage versus mark there. I will click here just so I don't have the mark on me, just so they don't hit me for 10 with that bullet, because that wouldn't be too fun. But they're still gonna stun me here, and you know, after the stun they might do enough damage with the bullet. But if they go for a stun first, then I will do another battle, and then they might not get a kill here. And then I might have my action again, but they're probably gonna get the stun, right? Unless I get lucky with the 10%, but no. I don't get that lucky. There isn't that much justice in this route. Once again, I could go for a guard, but I feel like battling is just overall better here. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, it kind of sucks because if you're playing against WD or like Halo comp, the enemy doesn't really have good stuns into position 3. I guess the Manacles is a good stun if you're running the correct trinkets for it. But if you're playing against Sonic Special, they always have the Vessel, which is the best freaking stunner. So you always have to deal with that. Now, one thing I can do here is I can just Celis. I can just Celis if I want to. I can just Bellow if I want to just reduce the damage further. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna Bellow here. If I Bellow, I get stunned. It's not very good, but I still think bellowing is going to be the play here. There's a few things I could have done. I could have also just dropped the purge immediately, just another purge, but I'd rather do intimidate on this at this point, do the Arbles or something like that, and then just start winning through the stress. I think that's overall better, because the Bounty Hunter is still in position 4, which is really bad for my opponent here, so if I do the purge, then he's going to go to position 3, which isn't great. And now that happens, purge here is still good, but it doesn't really help me all that much. So right now I have a few choices. I might be dropping an intimidate here somewhere. She's still doing damage even after an intimidate. I could drop the zealous, that could work, but I kind of want to keep my heal, not gonna lie. Now they're probably gonna prevent me from healing. I feel like a purge might actually not be that bad. Now let's do a purge. At this point I feel like it might be better, because the Crusader can't really do anything with Holy Lance. He's gonna have like basically no damage. Of course it's still gonna hurt my occultist, but that's the only character it's gonna hurt. And once the occultist is gone, all the other characters are pretty much not taking that much damage from that Holy Lance. Well, maybe the Man-at-Arms is taking a bit because of that Protector's Kite, but instead of having the Pit Fighter's Helm. But yeah, I'm gonna get stunned here, which sucks, but oh well, what can you do about it? I'm just gonna click the Occultist at this point, and then I'm gonna react to what my opponent wants to do. If they want to do Holy Lance, do I still heal? Probably not. I get to go first next round. Oh, they missed the Holy Lance. That's insane. The 75% hit chance, they actually miss it. Now he goes Zealous and now it's over. Yeah, it's pretty much over unless I heal for 0. This is really bad for my opponent here. Really freaking bad. Because I got to go first, right? I always get the heal. And they missed that as well, so they wouldn't have gotten like a chance to roll for a 25% death or something of the likes. Now I can just click and heal. Yeah, just click heal and give me a crit 29 or whatever. Okay, I get 19, which is still pretty good because she's debuffed, right? So it's very unlikely that she does 19 damage right now with the sniper shot. She has to get a crit on it. Even then, with 2 battle debuffs and no mark, it's still quite unlikely. Of course, she doesn't care about the prod because she has piercing coil, but she's gonna go for the actions. Is it gonna be just a flare? Yeah, she's probably seeing right now that, you know, there's not enough damage to kill him. So they're just gonna go for the flare here, but if they only go for a flare, I will probably just drop a Bellow Debuff, reduce their damage further. Just keep doing that, keep stressing them out, and let's just have fun this way. Now, of course, they can go for finish him on my Leper, but I really doubt they're gonna get kill pressure on there. If they start going for actions on the Leper just to try and kill him, I can just drop a Solemnity, and then they just waste a bit too much trying to kill the Leper. It's not gonna work out for them. So yeah, that's perfectly okay. They're gonna go for Dazzling Light here, 1 damage, a bit of stress. Basically just an action trade at this point, and I can just click whoever I want. I'm gonna click the Leper here. Doesn't really matter all that much, but I'm a bit scared of taking too much damage on the Leper. Just a touch scared. Maybe there was like a crit for I don't know how much, and then the Vessel will get very lucky, but yeah, they go finish him on the Crusader. It does 6, you know, I have 55 prot, you have Bellow debuffs, you're doing 0 damage here. And they didn't get the Caltrips, miss another Holy Lance, oh my god. And yeah, now it's gonna be Bellow time, right? I could Intimidate, honestly. You know what? Yeah, let's Intimidate here. Let's Intimidate that little Vestal. That's gonna stress her out. Please get the debuff. Yes, there we go. Give me Fearful, give me Fearful, give me Fearful, give me Fearful. Paranoid, that's even worse. Lovely. Well, no, Fearful's probably worse, but that's minus 25% damage on her, so now she basically hits like a wet noodle. Yeah, she is not gonna do anything to my team. Just the debuffs here are amazing. And the thing is, like, you can flare the debuffs away, but then I just do them again, right? That's kind of the idea behind the Armored Burger, just kind of having this really good matchup against the damage teams. It's really fun. Of course, you should probably run stun resistance on the mana round, should have made this a hell of a lot easier. But, you know, this is good too. Well, you know what it's time for? Just Bellow and watch the damage. It's gonna go down to minus 73, and because of Paranoid, it's actually minus 98% damage, meaning she should technically hit for 0. Of course she won't, but she's gonna flare here because she's gonna look at the damage rolls and be like, it's doing 3 to 5. So yeah, here comes the flare, and yeah, gets rid of those damage debuffs, so that's quite annoying for me, but I will just click here so I don't get hit by a finish him for enough damage. Could still do enough damage, but they have to get like quite lucky for it. Probably gonna go for a double stun here on my Crusader, hopefully fail. If they fail this double stun, I'm gonna be a very, very happy Shepherd Doggy, but no, they do get it. But once again, just 4 damage, I'm fine with it. And now they can go for Disruption with their Bounty Hunter, which is what they should do, but no, they go for finish him. Surprising to me. I feel like they should be going for Disruption here, but sure, if you want to do that. I could go for a pull on the Vessel. That could genuinely work here, just pulling the Vessel. That could actually work. Is that what I want to do, though? Let's go for a pull on the Vessel. Yeah, you know what, let's do it. Let's go for a pull on the Vessel, just prevent her from going for a stun. Because if I want to heal myself, she's just gonna stun me first, so that would be quite rough. So yeah, let's do this. Let's get her afflicted. Also put her in a position where she only has Hand of Flight. Shouldn't do 7 damage, I don't think. Maybe she gets really lucky, it does 7 damage to my cultist, but I do have a bit of protection, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen here. And the other characters are getting quite close to afflictions too, so it's round 6. It's taken us ages to get to this point, but if you get to keep a character alive, it's really quite good. Of course, I could have been going, now they finally hit. Of course, I could have been going for just Zealous instead of healing and just going full on crazy, but I feel like healing is worth it, especially now that my Crusader is lower in HP. So we do this and we heal ourselves up a little bit and give Paranoid a chance to pass and really not do what you wanted to do. Also, since I rolled for 6, which was really freaking lucky, that means that... Oh, they go come hitter. That means they're not going to get a kill. That's an interesting play. That is an interesting play. That means they're not going to get a kill yet, at the very least. I could guard here, but I don't think that's the smartest move. I could move forwards, which I don't think is the smartest move either. I'm actually just going to drop a Bellow here, because it's going to flick the Vessel and apply damage debuffs. So that means that her Hand of Light probably isn't going to do 5 damage anymore, which is what I want. Fearful. No, not Fearful. Okay, Hopeless. Hopeless is fine, I guess. It's the move Affliction. At this point, moving is good for the Vessel. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully not a move back. That would be kind of horrible here. But yeah, okay, the Arbalist, that's just a bit of stress, I think. Yeah, 6 on everyone. It's helpful. Every little bit counts in a situation like this, right? Every little bit counts. And they are gonna go ahead and... they do have minus 45% damage at this point, so they're probably not doing a lot of damage, especially not going last. And they roll for 9, which, yeah, it's not a lot. Could go for Withstand here. I could just move forward. Yeah, just move forward. Just move forward, so we're okay with this. Even though now we can be shot by the Arbalist, I think this is still good, because that probably doesn't do enough damage, right? Oh, it does! It rolls for 6. God damn. God damn, it does roll for 6. Okay. Now I'm gonna heal myself, but the Arbalist probably still does enough damage even after this. I could go for a pull. Am I crazy enough to go for a pull here? It's gonna work, you know? It is gonna get a pull, but then they might get a death on me. Regardless, right? That's the biggest problem. I could just heal myself. I'll just heal. 23, it's probably not gonna matter though. That's so sad. That is so sad. Maybe I shouldn't have moved back. Maybe I should have just gone Withstand. I don't know. Father Nicholas is like, oh, come on. Yeah, that's so funny. They go, oh, come on the messages. But don't worry, you're gonna get a crit. You're gonna put me down to 0, right? Yeah, there you go. See, even with the damage debuffs, it's not even close enough. And now I'm just gonna keep healing. Just heal after heal. Let's do this now. And of course, you had to go for a heal here first with your occultist. If you don't, then the Crusader just stuns you, right? So if you want to go for a heal first with the Crusader, then you know you're gonna die for sure. I'm probably still gonna die, but at least I might survive for a bit. Yeah, I'm probably dead now though. Do that bounty hunter. Can I get an affliction? I can with a bellow. I could try and guard here, but after I guard, no, do guard. Do guard. They can't do anything about it. Yeah, do guard. They can't stun me at this point, so I can just guard here. I was about to do a massive misplay. I could just guard, and they can't hit me at the moment, so I can do that, and by the start of the next round I just heal myself again. Selfish maybe even moves me back. That would be wonderful. Going first is so good. Genuinely so freaking good. Well, here comes finish him. It is starting to hurt. Not gonna lie, it is starting to hurt quite a bit. I have to go for a heal here, because if I don't, they just hit me with the Hand of Light. And after hit with the Hand of Light, then I'm gonna have to choose between which character I want to save, because they can still shoot me through the guard. Okay, what are you gonna get? Abusive. That's not too good for me, but at the same time, it's not too terrible either. Yeah, as long as the Crusader doesn't go courageous, because you can probably see just how much courageous would change the situation right now, right? So here comes the Hand of Light. Yeah, it's starting to hurt a bit. Just a bit, but yeah, it is starting to hurt. I could... Selfish. No move back from the Selfish. I could do this, you know. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna go for a pull on the Arbalist, and now she can't hit me, of course, because I'm no longer marked. And now there's no stun from the Crusader either, so both stunned characters are not gonna be stunning at this point, which is obviously what I want, right? Maybe Paranoid moves back? That would be kind of annoying here, but still not the end of the world. If she just moves back twice, now she's gonna go Bola. That is gonna do not too much, but now they can go for a stun onto my men-at-arms, which is probably going to work. But to try and prevent that, what can I do? What can I do to prevent that? I can go Holy Lance. I can go Holy Lance and then I don't get stunned on the men-at-arms, so that's an idea. But I want to do damage too. Let's go for the Bounty Hunter. Now an Intimidate is actually going to bring him to Death Star, so that's really good. And yeah, that doesn't really matter at all. And now they can't stun me. They can move forward with the Crusader and then stun me if they really want to, but then they're still probably not going to have a kill shot. I mean, they might do that. They could do that and then have a kill shot, but the Bounty Hunter is also going to drop down to 0. They're going to go for a stun here. Please don't. Yeah, with the crit, it's very difficult for them to please don't, but god damn it. Okay, it's going to be another valid debuff from me. Keep reducing that Vestal damage, but she keeps increasing it, so she might actually do enough here. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that she does enough damage here with the freaking Hand of Light? It's surprisingly good. This is why you bring Hand of Light in the damage team and not Illumination, by the way. It's because she can actually do a decent amount of damage. That's a move back. Oh no, it isn't. It's just an act out. Please don't. Okay, abusive, that's really freaking good for me. Abusive as well. He's gonna go for the stuns on the other characters, hopefully. They do 5, okay, thankfully not enough. The bow debuff did help me out a bunch there. They're already at max damage for that Hand of Light now. They can roll for quite a bit, honestly. Do I want to go for another heal immediately? Or what do I want to do here? He says no to the move. You wanted to move two positions so you could go for a Holy Lance. That's kind of weird. I think you should only move forward once, or even go for a pull. Trying to move forward twice is definitely an interesting decision. What you could do here is you could pull me, and then stun me, but that's a few too many actions. I'm just gonna heal myself if something like that happens. So yeah, they are still gonna do it, but right now, yeah, there's that, and my protection stays. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop a bell debuff here, so she does a little bit less damage, and so I keep doing stress. The guard is still there because I have Protector's Guide, so it has lasted for longer than it would otherwise. But I am marked now. I am marked. But I have 65 prot. She does have a crit buff, which is really preoccupying here, but it shouldn't do enough. She's gonna go Bulla instead. Here comes the Bulla, doesn't get a knockback, sadly for me. But I do have to go for a heal here. Give me a crit 44, come on, you know you want to. No, no crit 44. I could have dropped a Withstand a while ago, but yeah, I don't feel like dropping Withstand would have really helped me. I really needed to get that first purge, because if I didn't, my Occultist would have died ages ago, and even though my Leper could have been tankier this entire time, I still think that wouldn't have been the greatest play. It would be really nice if Withstand gave you stun resistance and move resistance as well. Like, that would make the Leper a lot of fun. Not 30 for sure, but maybe make it just a touch better. So they're gonna go for stun there, they do get it. Almost obviously, not obviously, but almost. And now there's a few things I can do. I'm actually genuinely thinking of going for a heal with the Crusader instead of going for a heal with the Occultist. The reason for that is because the Occultist can pass, for starters, and he can't say no to a heal. And I also prefer my Occultist offensive action to my Crusader's offensive action. And not only that, I'm pretty sure that Come Hither doesn't do enough damage. Even if I only healed for 4, it wouldn't really do enough damage because I saw the Battle debuffs on there. So now I have a few decisions. This is a good decision. Moving back is also a good decision. Not a great decision, but also a good one. Oh, moving back into Abyssal Artillery and it's over. Yeah, let's... do I really want to do that? Move back to Abyssal Artillery. Yeah, let's do it. Move back into Abyssal Artillery and then it's over. The vessel can pretty much just continue being useless here. And she's gonna go for a Hand of Light. Yeah, she's slowly killing my Leper, but who cares, honestly. And now a Hand of Light, an Abyssal Artillery, and everything's pretty much over. Unless Selfish, no, Selfish doesn't. And yeah, because that's the Bounty Hunter almost dead, and that's the Arbalist dead as well with that extra stress right there. Yeah, Abyssal Artillery, and it's all over for my opponent here, because now the stress is just racked up way too high, and the American team is gonna win. If you just give yourself enough burgers as protection with that Block of Light first, who cares about moving around? You just burger your way to victory. So they just sacrifice the Arbalist here to try and get the kill on the Leper, but that's really not gonna accomplish too much for them, I don't think. I'm gonna go ahead and click my Leper first, just so he isn't stunned, and then we'll just wait for my opponent's action. Yeah, at this point the Arbalist is dead, which you really don't want to have happen. You probably want to save her, make her have a heart attack, give her heart attack recovery, and then try and get a kill from there, but honestly at this point, yeah, you're dead as well. Not immediately, but you're dead too, and you really had to keep the Vestal in the back somehow, because she has been in position 1. Sure, she has been trying to exhaust the Leper, but that really isn't what she should be doing here. She should just be doing stuns, even heals, and she should be helping the team's effort towards getting a kill, right? That's what she has to do. She has to help the team get a kill, and she hasn't been doing that. She has been disrupting the Leper, which, honestly, all in all, is a good character, but he's already done his purpose by, like, rounds 1-2, just disrupting you. And if you hit him a couple times, I'll just do Solemnity once, and overall I'm just way better here. So now you're gone, and there's a few things I can do. First thing that actually comes to mind is just moving back 2 positions here, because you can't go for another come hither, you don't have another come hither, your bounty hunter is dead. You see Father Nicholas looking at the bounty hunter leader like, oh wait, yeah, I don't have my bounty hunter action anymore. Oh, that couldn't, oh, that's his, okay, yeah, that's him gone. I thought that was gonna be a stun, but no, that's definitely a gone bounty hunter, so now you no longer have your finisher. This is just deconstructing the Silent special here. Of course, maybe not playing in the most superior of ways. I've played so many matches with it, and I still misplay with the Sonic special, so it's definitely not an easy team to play by any means. I'd say that what I'm playing isn't easy, but it's more intuitive comparatively. That's for sure. Because with the stress teams, you always have the same game plan. There's always the same few moves that you want to do. And you know that you're either going defensive or you're going aggressive. You just have to know when to go defensive, when to go aggressive. And the thing is, my offensive move is just always the same thing, it's just zealous. My opponent needs to choose who to stun, when to stun, how to stun, why to stun. If you want to go that way. But yeah, now that's the Crusader. Going abusive. I probably could have still won this even with Courageous. And yeah, just keeping my cultist alive this long was really, really brutal. So yeah, I will just go ahead and finish this match righteously with an Intimidate of all moves and just take the Crusader out that way. And it is going to be all over for Father Nicholas. So GG, my opponent. Hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.